All right. I have PowerPoints. I brought PowerPoints.
Oh my God.
I know. I feel important.
I have like a wow.
PowerPoints of/for creepy conversations today.
Okay.
I feel very important.
I kind of feel like I'm unprepared. Like I didn't bring my homework.
I do. And since this is the month of February, and I'm sticking to Ode to Love.
Yes.
Yes. And also our favorite subject, murder.
Murder and love.
Murder and love. And I don't know if we've done this story before or not, but good old Rodney Alcala.
Rodney Alcala?
Yes. Do you know of him?
No.
Well, let me tell you about him.
All right, let's go.
This guy, Rodney James Alcala, I don't know how to say his name exactly, but we'll go with that.
We'll say Alcala.
Alcala, yeah.
Okay.
Born August 23rd, 1943 in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
This guy.
Wait.
Yes, he is him.
Was he the Satan guy?
Negative.
No, keep going. I don't know. Tell me a story, Polly.
I'll tell you a story
All
about
right.
this guy. This guy is a serial killer. But not only just a serial killer. He's a famous one.
Well, how
Ask
come
me
I don't
why.
know him? Rodney Alcala.
Yeah. He is...
Did he go by an alias?
No. He's the dating game serial killer.
I have.
Yeah, you have.
Okay, but I delve deep because I only know
can't
a
go-
wee little bit about it.
Well, I'm not going to do that. He went on the dating game in 1978.
Okay.
He was bachelor number 1. He was also chosen. He was the chosen bachelor by Cheryl Bradshaw. However, Miss Bradshaw did not go on the date. Because, after they pick him, I don't know if you remember anything about the show.
Not really,
Well, after they...
I know they pick like 1 out of 3 dudes.
Well, yeah, they interview him, they'll ask him quick questions, bachelor number 1, if I was da-da-da, what would you... Yeah. So they ask quick questions to each bachelor, and then at the end, he says, which bachelor do you pick? Well,
yeah.
She picked bachelor number 1, which was good old Rodney. And then afterwards, they get to talk a while. They don't... And then after that, the bachelorette chooses whether she wants to accept the date that the show has
After they get
set
to
up
like
for.
mingle for a little bit after the show.
She did not go on the date with him.
What was her reasoning?
He creeped her out.
Good vibes. Always listen to your intuition, which is, I'm telling you.
Quote, he creeped her out, unquote. So she did not go on the date, which is a good thing because at the time he went on the dating game show, he had already committed his, he was already a serial killer at that time.
So he
had
was
just
probably,
not been gotten caught at that time.
You know what? He's probably on that high, that rush where, I've outsmarted him, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to go public and see how far I can go.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. That's gross.
Yeah, so he...
God, thank God that lady had the smarts, man.
Yeah. And so by the time he was 77 years old, he was convicted of 5 murders in Orange County. What it was is he was a photographer. So that's how he would get his women.
Lure them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would say, hey, you want to do a photo shoot? Shoot. Just kidding.
Don't ever go into a guy's basement to do a photo shoot. Even if you bring a friend. Because he'll end up murdering you and your friend.
Yeah. So anyways, he would kill his victims, blah, 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 blah. So he received, murders between 1977 and 1979, received 25 plus years for 2 more murders besides.
So how long has he been in prison? When did he get arrested?
Don't ask such crazy questions because I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I just know that he was on death row.
When he was 77?
When he was 77, convicted of 5 murders, Orange County. He died of natural causes on death row.
Oh.
Yeah, when he was 77.
Okay.
So, anyways, that is that. I'm not going to give him any more time because he's a weirdo.
All right.
So, we'll move on.
Okay, moving on. All right, and what else do you got?
I forgot to open with a big sad thing that happened on Monday. We lost Toby Keith.
I heard that.
Which really,
that
really
so
makes
sad.
me sad because... Why am I going to cry?
Because you're a sweet person and you
no, because I
empathetic.
love Toby Keith.
Yeah.
He was a great patriot.
He was.
And I'm really sad because I thought he was getting better. He did like shows in Vegas and stuff. And so I thought he was getting better. So
that's what my mom was upset about it too.
that makes me so sad that we missed him. He was a great person. So I'm sorry I was going to open with that.
Rest in peace, Toby Keith.
You are so missed and so, well, heaven's lucky because they got you. That's all I got to say. Okay, so on with a happier note. Okay,
yes,
or is it?
Or
okay.
is it?
So my next PowerPoint is, what if? Dun, dun, dun. One of those what ifs.
All right.
Which I will
love 'em.
send it to you and you can do the link.
I'll drop the link below,
yeah.
so if any of you guys want to watch the short where this came from,
Yeah,
you
because
can
I
go
don't
ahead.
want to get copyrighted.
Yeah.
So what happened is, and it was on the internet, so it's true.
It's always true.
Yeah. This man was in... Okay, wait a minute.
You guys speak up.
This man was in... it would be World War One.
WW1.
Yeah.
That's the big one, fatty.
Yeah, the big one. He was a soldier fighting, came upon this other soldier, and an opponent, whatever. The other side.
Oh, came
Yes.
across an
Yes.
opponent soldier.
Yes.
Okay.
And he could have very easily killed the man.
Yeah.
But the guy looked scared, hungry, cold, you know, a kid. It looked like a kid, so he was like, "No, I'm not gonna kill him because he just looks, you know, like a
Honey,
cold."
he probably was a kid.
You know.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're 18,
You don't
you're
feel
a
like
kid,
you
man.
won't feel like that in a minute.
Really? See?
Do you know who that child or who that kid was?
No.
Adolf Hitler.
Shut your face.
If he would have killed that man, do you know the changes that would have come
Lord.
in this world?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
There might not have been a World War II, you know? So,
Yeah, but I disagree.
yeah, well, or
because
there would have been,
I think there
would
would have
not
been, but there would have
but
been from somebody else would have been.
could have been, yeah.
The person.
But I'm
but
just
that
saying
is
that,
crazy.
can you imagine
Could you
who
imagine
that...
how that soldier felt, the one that let him go, that didn't decide to murder him
Yes.
out of the goodness of his heart? And years later, I wonder if he realized that's who... Well, he had to.
Well, yeah.
How would the story come out?
Right.
So, I bet he feels so much... Not that he should feel guilty at all, but how could you not?
But he's probably thinking, didn't kill somebody, and the only person I could have and should have killed... I mean, not should have, but the only person...
I
The
could
one
have killed
time,
him, and none of
yes.
that would have
Right.
come about.
But I'm just saying, yeah.
I mean,
But it's
I feel,
one of those what ifs.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I feel really bad for the
Isn't that
soldier
crazy?
that made that decision, because he has probably had
Right.
so much,
Right?
unnecessary guilt, because he shouldn't be guilty. He was trying to do a good thing.
I'll just send it to you. Is that going to mess that up?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, yeah. So that was my... Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That is insane.
That is so insane. Yeah. So that was my what if. Okay. Do you want to hear PowerPoint number 3?
I do. Of course I do. I'm so proud of your PowerPoint.
Look at me go. Okay, PowerPoint number 3 is apologizing for pushing my opinions on the public. But
If you don't like it, you can tune out.
however, it's time for the ranting ring.
Welcome to the ranting ring. Okay.
Where you didn't ask for it, but we're going to give it to you anyways.
And round one.
Which one? I have minutes. I'm just kidding.
All right.
So.
Rant away.
Okay, well, there's like a lot of them, but they're all kind of related.
Great.
It all kind of comes down to, this is why you shouldn't have taken the dang wall down.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
So, okay.
I have a rant, too.
Yeah, this is what I'm finding out. Apparently, there's a problem with the food that the illegal aliens are getting.
That's my rant. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get into it.
Right? What, they're not liking it?
I have an article.
Yeah. Do it, man.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because I read this and I was pissed.
Yeah.
I will tell you that.
Yeah, you do that one and then I'll carry on with mine because that, yeah.
Okay, well, this comes from the source, the New York Post. All right, here we go. Several migrants confessed to the Post that the meals served up at the New York City asylum-seeking shelters are so, quote-unquote, bad that they often just trash them, with some opting to sneakily cook in their rooms instead. Their claims of terrible food came a day after it was revealed that thousands of uneaten, taxpayer-funded meals prepared for asylum seekers are just being tossed each day.
Wait a minute.
Okay?
They don't want our food, so they cook in their rooms. Okay.
Which is not allowed. They're a
wait a
fire
minute.
hazard.
Cook in their rooms. So they have food. So they brought their own food, A. If they can cook in the rooms. If they're cooking in the rooms and not supposed to, right? That means they have food with them.
Well, no, they don't bring food with them.
But I'm saying they somehow get their own food.
They go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
It'll say.
Yet, we're still feeding them. Okay, I'm just getting my facts straight. Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay,
That is a fact, ma'am.
Okay, carry
on.
on.
All right, so quote unquote, no one likes the food, Jesus Alberto, 31, from Venezuela, told the Post. Quote, without lying, it's bad. Bad. End quote. Listen to this. Meals served to the migrants include pancakes and quecas. That's a type of fried tortilla for breakfast sandwiches for lunch. And for lunch and dinners, they get chicken Alfredo and chicken with spaghetti. Most migrants sneak groceries into their rooms. They aren't supposed to cook in their rooms, but many use rice cookers. One company who serves meals to migrants across the city had to trash more than 70,000 wasted migrant meals between October 22nd and November 22nd. That's just 1 month. In 1 month, they tossed away 70,000 meals. All right, so Mayor Eric Adams says that the food is not the problem, but rather the migrants are just being picky. A spokeswoman for Mayor Adams says that all guests in the hotel are offered a food selection that reflects their diets and is prepared the same day to ensure freshness.
All guests in the hotel?
Yeah, guests in a hotel. Meanwhile, there are Americans that are born here that are on the street starving.
Guests in the hotel. They're living in a hotel for free, I'm assuming. Getting their food catered to them for free.
Yes, prepared daily for freshness and according to their specific diet.
My mom used to tell me, beggars can't be choosers, and if you don't like what's in front of you, you can't be that hungry.
That's right. You must not be that hungry then. Yep.
Okay, go on.
All right, so, no, you're fine. A spokeswoman for Mayor Adams says that all the guests in the hotels are offered, that reflects, I already read that.
Yeah.
All right, so they say that all the guests were surveyed about their preferences for food and that the city is going to try to avoid waste in the future by only ordering the number of meals that residents say they want.
So now it's getting ordered.
Yeah,
catered,
so now they get to, I don't like those, so I'll get these.
Okay,
you don't even belong here. You're here illegally.
Can I?
Illegally.
Okay. All right,
I'm sorry. I get so mad.
Okay.
Because meanwhile, our veterans who have
Let me
fought.
add on to that.
Go ahead. I'm getting heated.
So what I heard also
Bullshit.
onto that is, I heard along with that is they're cutting vets' pensions to cater to.
Shut up. I didn't
won't.
hear that. No.
Yes.
That is not
That's
happening.
how I heard about that, besides you telling me.
They are
That's
cutting
how I
from
heard.
the veterans to give to the illegal
Aliens. Yes.
criminals. I'm sorry. You are a criminal if you cross the border illegally.
That makes you a criminal.
You've committed a crime, sir, ma'am, kid, whoever.
Yes.
God. And then meanwhile, the people that are here legally, signing up, fighting, losing their limbs for Americans,
Doing the government's bidding.
are getting money taken from them to give to the criminals.
Not only are they getting money taken for them, they're not even getting taken care of.
No, that's what I'm saying. Are they getting catered to in hotel rooms and getting their meals prepared fresh daily for them according to their specific dietary needs?
No, a lot of them are sleeping on the streets without food because they're not getting taken care of.
That's what I am just like, what is going on? Who said this is okay?
Yeah. And, okay.
I mean, this is a call to an uprising, people. I'm serious.
Okay, let's not get in trouble for that.
No,
But,
I'm ha joking.
okay,
seriously,
yeah.
I'm pissed.
yeah, that's not fair to, anybody. Because not only is that taking away from the vets, but on to another group of people that need help food-wise is we have people in this country that are starving.
Yes.
For other reasons. Okay, which I've talked about before, I've ranted about before. They're showing the kids in other countries, please help us, we're starving, because of this, that, or the other. Guess what? There are kids in America that are starving for those exact same reasons.
Exactly.
So, let's take care. When all of our kids are fed and all of our people are fed, then let's take care of those people.
Well, even the Bible says charity starts at home, I think.
Yes.
So.
Or somebody said it.
Somebody said it. I don't know if it's the Bible.
I don't think it was the Bible. But still.
No, I don't think. Thy charity starteth at hometh.
But once we're all taken care of, once all of our people are taken care of, once all of our,
I agree.
our vets, our homeless, our whatever, then let's go out and help other countries. Because you don't see any of them lining up to help us out with Katrina, help us out with any of the other floods or
when do
any
the other
natural
countries
disasters
come here to help
ever
us?
come and help us build. No, but yet when they have a flood or they have a disaster in another country, we pack up and we go there and we help them, which is fine. That's the Christian thing to do. I am glad they do it. That's awesome. But do they come over and help us when we have a flood?
Right.
No, which that's fine. I don't expect it, but don't expect us to help feed them before our place is fed,
Why is America looked at as everybody's daddy?
Yes.
That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Why is America supposed to be everybody's damn daddy?
But yet,
no.
But yet now we're like a laughing stock because we just are.
And then let's not forget that we also give money for other people's wars that we have no business to be in. Okay, I just had to throw that in there.
All right. So,
sorry.
Okay.
It's just
rant over, I guess, but don't get me started. Yeah, so anywho, I guess I'll shut my face. Until next time.
Okay, welcome to the Cryptid Corner. We have so many corners. Like, what's the shape of our show?
We're like that.
Those steps that go up and down and sideways.
Or the Remington House or whatever, or not Remington. Is it Remington?
No, with the gun.
What the heck?
What the heck is that?
Winchester House.
Good Lord.
We are.
I've been hearing that story since I was a child.
We are on it.
I've just heard too many, and that's why I
They all blend.
confused. All right. Have you ever heard of the Snallygaster?
No, but I like it already.
I like it a lot. All right, and these are coming from the source Atlas Obscura. All right, and this is in Maryland. There is a cryptid named the Snallygaster. This is a dragon-like beast that was known to inhabit central Maryland and the Middletown area of Frederick County out on the Maryland Panhandle. It would fly around and quietly snatch people, and it was also reputed to use its sharp teeth to suck the blood out of its victims. 7 pointed stars, still seen on barns to this day, were thought to keep the beast at bay. There were local newspaper articles about it in 1909, which were later revealed to be a hoax and just used to drum up subscriptions for the newspaper.
No way.
But they do still have those stars on the barns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and this comes from New Zealand.
Yay!
My buddy lives in New Zealand. Yeah. I'm going to ask him if he's ever heard of the Tanawa. The
Keith Urban was
Tanawa.
born there. Yay.
Who?
Keith Urban.
Oh. Okay, the Tanawa are beings that live in deep pools and rivers, dark caves, or in the sea, especially in places with dangerous currents or deceptive breakers. Some consider them the highly respected kaitaki, or protective guardians of people in places, or in some places, dangerous predatory beings. They often have a row of spines along their back. Many Pacific peoples from around the South Pacific also have Tanawa, and the Tanawa are taken very seriously. Even the government pays heed. If they are building a new road and a known Tanawa is present, they will build around it. Ooh, so they must be really kind of like leprechauns maybe, in or fairies or whatever. You know, if they see it in Ireland, if you see a fairy ring, you dare not step.
Yeah.
You know, I don't step in them if I see them here. Wouldn't it be crazy if you did and you're like, oh, and you're a fairy?
I might do it. Just
I might
tired
do
of
it.
being me.
I might do it. Just get out of this life.
Yeah. I'm ready to be something different.
Flying away. Really weird news, but it's things that make you go things that make you go yeah. All right, so this is something that was in the Bible in Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 9. God tells Ezekiel to take wheat, barley, beans, lentils, millet, and spelt and put them in a storage jar to make bread from it. Okay. So if we look at the ingredients that I just read off that God said to Ezekiel, you look at those ingredients, all those ingredients just so happen to provide all 9 essential amino acids that are essential to human survival.
Ooh.
So what's weird... Yes, that is appropriate, because what's weird is the recipe is 2,500 years old, when the science to figure this out didn't even exist.
Whoa.
So,
I like it.
A little bit of proof, maybe, perhaps. All right, now on to the weird news. This, and my source is upi.com, odd news. All right, this comes from February 2nd. A pigeon was released by police in India after being detained 8 months earlier on suspicion of being a Chinese spy.
He did look a little suspicious.
They put him in the clink for 8 months. The pigeon was detained by police in Mumbai after it was found in May with 2 rings on its legs bearing Chinese script, and one of the rings was found to contain a microchip. Detectives had the pigeon held at the hospital for animals on suspicion of being involved in espionage on behalf of China. The police investigation determined that the pigeon was not a Chinese spy, but instead had been involved in an open water racing in Taiwan, and it wandered off course, ending up in India. But they put him up for 8 months in jail.
You're gonna talk, you stool pigeon.
You crossed the border. Hey, there's an idea. No. All right. And the next one comes from Overland Park, Kansas. A Kansas couple has been charged fraudulently collecting more than $215,000 in retirement benefits on behalf of a dead relative while they concealed his body inside of their home for 6 years.
Ooh. I mean, until he totally rotted, yeah.
Well, authorities say that Mike Carroll's pacemaker showed that he died in 2016 at the age of 81, but Overland Park police didn't discover his body until 2022. After his son-in-law, Kirk Ritter, called police to report his death. So he reported his death in 2022, but he died in 2016.
Gross! Sir, you're a little late on reporting this death.
Nasty.
I just found them, honest to God.
Oh, you didn't smell that for months? Years? All right. Prosecutors say that Lynn Ritter and Kirk Ritter, both 61, continued depositing and spending from Carroll's bank account, even while his body became mummified on a bed in the home that he owned. Lynn Ritter is Carroll's daughter. That was her father.
Whoa!
He was not in their home. He was in his home rotting.
Oh, so they weren't in the same home with him.
No.
Still.
I don't think.
Still.
I don't know. But it was still as nasty.
Just shoot for the stars.